One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Levin. Oh, he's going to go up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Shoot, quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll test the right side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Lopez to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, sometimes the coverage is just great, man. As a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that rep, good coverage.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Kick is in the air. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Look out, he's got room.
The returner brings it out to the 41, and the North Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, North Carolina 2.
First play of the period will be a second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Gauze. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Using his legs, it's Gauze. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Lopez wants to fire. Quick strike complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
A moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Carolina, 9. Arizona State, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch on the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lopez to pass. Quick completion on the out route. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. They'll leave it with him. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So they come to the line in the Wildcat Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Under fire. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are in the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Lopez wants to fire. Finds the tight end. Powers through. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. It's gone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's going for it all. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lopez to pass. Going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Now the toss. Hard running there. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll give it to him again.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Dances away. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one he'd like to have back.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Arizona State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit, and he really needs to get away a good kick here. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.